toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the UConn Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So New Mexico's offense will have the opening possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check? Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Lobos moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. It's complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Wood. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Lobos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Lobos have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Lobos!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies Huskies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lawson. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Makes the catch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And now if I was the offense, I'd think about getting the football maybe out on the perimeter somewhere because you're getting beaten and eaten alive in the interior. You had a gain of no yards the last play. You just gave up a sack. Put your quarterback, put the football out on the perimeter in space.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
That's 2 plays in a row now. I think this quarterback's been a bit too greedy. Down by the goal line. I know you want to throw a touchdown. You want to make the highlight-type play, but you've got to be smart. You got to know the situation. You got to throw the ball away if nobody's open.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Smashes in between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. They're going to ride this running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Under fire. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
First and goal, UConn.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's long. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The Lobos come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man across the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Lobos are marching down the field.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get it, second guy finally did.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Lobos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Offense, quick tempo. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. They're working that left side. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Lobos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Hands it off. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. He's got the tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, running back gets to give. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got room to work. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Wood. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Lobos want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's long. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Lobos will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. UConn going back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Now the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. The give on the option. Nice move there. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The Lobos are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's looking deep. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, New Mexico. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Western Kentucky. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Davis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. This UConn offense really has it going. To the ground with the back. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll pull it on the read. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it out. It's Gore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Snags it over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Lobos want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Wood. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Wants to throw on third. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Wood. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Long. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he drops to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Offense facing fourth down.
The kick is on its way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They go to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After that last completion, it's second down. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. power football with the run. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, UConn! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
New Mexico, 19.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
And the Lobos will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the Huskies, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Lobos in the hurry up. To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Trying play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Lobos will punt it away on 4th down.
Formation to kick it away.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. He's loose. Inside and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UConn. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy
looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Huskies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to San Diego State.
Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield.
If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll leave it with him. Finding open areas. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. Are forced to settle for 3.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Grove. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The give to the lone running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Off play action. Caught behind the line. It's Moses. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass. Up. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Gives it on the option. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. The Lobos will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Hand off from the shotgun. Quick spin on the run. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. And the Lobos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's long. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Get it out on the screen. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They'll run it. It's Wood. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Takes the handoff. It's Wood. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Lobos are threatening on 1st and goal. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Lobos! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
41, New Mexico, 29.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. UConn quick to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. So now it's 2nd and long.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking for a crease, it's Fields. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Quickly to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Lobos racing to the line in the hurry up. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Absolutely perfect. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And here's the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The UConn offense goes back to work. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find...
Touchdown, Husky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
32.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field.
On to punt it away.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UConn going back to work on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Fields. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Direct snap. They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Lawson.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.